No, Joe Burrow isn't from Hollywood, but his story fits in perfectly. He's won the Heisman, he's playing for a national championship, and he's projected to be the first overall pick in the upcoming draft. But how did he get here? A few years ago, he was buried in the depth chart as a third screener. What gave him this opportunity? The script was definitely made for Hollywood Bond, but until Chase Chat's got a Netflix deal, we'll have to make do with YouTube. So where does Joe Burrow come from? Well, to begin, the Burrow family has a rich history of athletic accomplishment. Joe came from a long line of football players. His grandma scored 82 points in a high school game. His grandpa guarded for Mississippi State, and his uncle, father, and two brothers all played for Nebraska. However, when Joe was in third grade, he broke with family tradition and played offense instead of defense. Burrow started to get it in middle school. It's awesome. We ran chocolate like double slots at the youth football level. And after losing his first career start as a quarterback, he was named the starting quarterback for the varsity squad by his sophomore year of high school. In Burroughs' final season as a member of the Athens, Ohio football team, the squad went undefeated in their subsequent 29 regular season games, broke the state scoring record, and ultimately won the championship. As a four-star recruit and winner of the state's Mr. Football Award, Burrow was set to play quarterback for Ohio State, the illustrious program in his hometown. Growing up, he would have been close to his father, a former NFL draftee and current college football coach who had served as defensive coordinator at Ohio University. It seemed like a perfect fairy tale. Oral score. Nevertheless, a story isn't complete without conflict. In 2015, Burrows served as a redshirt for his first year with the Buckeyes. The following year, he saw limited action, but at least he was still young. When the 2017 season rolled around, Ohio State's quarterback room was in a state of relative talent. J.T. Barrett was at the head of the pack, but redshirt freshman Dwayne Haskins was making strides to unseat Burrow as the backup. In August of that year, just weeks before the season began, linebacker Chris Worley was about to shake up college football forever during a drill, though the consequences wouldn't be felt for a few years. Worley was trying to rush the quarterback, but he didn't see that Burrow had the ball in his hand. He hit Burrow, breaking his hand. As a result, Dwayne Haskins was put in charge as backup, and Burrow was demoted to third string, even though he was healthy enough to play again later that season in a loss to rival Michigan. After J.T. Barrett left the game due to a knee injury, Haskins stepped in and helped the Buckeyes score 3 times in a row. This blue-chip kid had no chance of becoming great in his home state, and Burrow was never able to make up for lost ground. I was already annoyed with the science department, but there was also the matter of Burrow, who graduated from Ohio State and announced his transfer in 2018. He said leaving Ohio was a gut-wrenching decision, and Haskins was on the verge of locking up the starting jobs for next year when that freak accident happened during practice in August. Now there would be even more changes. He played like a high-volume quarterback and running back. We knew everyone would mistrust LSU until they saw them beat Florida, Auburn, and Alabama. But that night, long before any serious Heisman conversation ever occurred, exactly portrayed him as a player. Despite this, the Tigers still lost their third game of the season. Hey there, I'm just trying to get this video to 10 minutes so I can earn more money, sweetheart. If you're a fan of Joe Burrow or Eli Manning, hit that like button and watch another Chase conversation. That way I can make bank savvy number 1.